All right, happy Saturday, all of my comic book family and all my indie comic family. How are you today? I am super hyped and super excited because today we're gonna be checking out probably my most expected book of the year out of Indiegogo, out of the whole comics gay scene and all that. So I am super hyped to talk to the creators. These people have been creators for a long time, but now finally, for the first time, they're kind of getting into the American market, and doing a book in English, which is something that is definitely worth praising and being very excited about. So I want to thank everyone who's showing up today, especially these wonderful creators who are behind this awesome project that I've been following closely since before they launched it. When they were just thinking about launching it, when they did the mailing list, and throughout the whole thing, we're really there cheering for you guys. So welcome everyone. I want to welcome everyone who's watching right now, everyone who watches this on the replay as well. My name is John Gallagher, and
I am Carla and I'm sleepy. Love you all.
Wake up, Carla.
so no surprise there, but she's not sleepy because she's bored. You know,
I'm very sleepy.
as much as I am hyped for this, I know you're hyped for it as well.
Of course I am.
So, yeah, welcome everybody who's watching us again. And I wanna, before I introduce my panel, I wanna say hello to, of course, 656 Comics, who's also sleepy on the chat as well as here. Abel, thank you for joining us today. And he says that he hopes Kadokawa doesn't screw us over this time. And you're gonna have to tell me what that was about because I don't know.
Well, yeah, we did a manga Karen's rant yesterday with this very cool panel with Abel too, and it was really good. But the video got taken down by YouTube because Kadokawa was the company that was claiming copyright.
Yeah.
So
It's a shame. I've heard a lot about anime and how they're gonna come after people who are using their content. No? We can talk about that, of course, throughout the show. And then I also want to welcome Burnt Scribe. Hello to you as well. And then, of course, we have this wonderful panel joining us today. Of course, Imega Arts, who's always here, always loyal, always ready for fight. How are you today?
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
All right. I love the enthusiasm. I know it's Saturday morning. Everybody's just waking up, myself included. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us as well,
You're the most energetic today, I think.
Well, I try to get this thing going. You know what I mean? I wanna get this book funded, and we're gonna talk about it later.
Me too.
Of course, we gotta put personality behind it. Welcome, Jetsabel. Always nice having you on the chat. Always fun having you on the panel as well. You know you can join us anytime. You know where to find the link as well. Love your reviews, and I'm very excited because she's gonna be getting our book
I'm nervous.
sooner than later.
Right.
And I'll get to hear all about it. So yeah, absolutely. I also want to welcome Javier. How are you today?
Hey guys, what up? This is Javier Gutierrez, artist for Undead Border and 656 Comics.
Absolutely. Well, before we move on, then, if Javier being the artist of this book, I want to first of all praise your art. We were actually talking behind the scenes, any of you came on
behind the scenes
of how much we love the art for this
Yes.
book. I am sure I haven't read the book, of course, yet. I'm sure the story is amazing, but the art itself, the art speaks for itself, and it's really, really wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Everybody's gonna see by themselves. No, don't open that.
No, I know, but you but I think you did a great job, and definitely worth praising as well.
Very solid art.
And then we have Pancho and Oliver, who are, what do you guys do for this book?
I do nothing. No, just kidding. Hello, it's Oliver Liarce. I'm the letterer and cover colorist and an art director, slave driver, whip cracker of Undead Border Escape or Die.
Absolutely wonderful, man. Wonderful to have you all. Again, want to start off by praising you guys' book. It looks amazing. I've been super hyped since the time you announced it. There is quite the story behind it, and we're gonna go over it again because I
love the story.
I never get tired of hearing how all these projects that you guys have been working on for so many years. You are the veterans out here. Both in age and in experience. So Yeah, you guys are for sure the veterans of comic book, of all of us in this panel. So we definitely will have a lot to learn from you, and we love to hear your perspectives on everything and all the topics, and of course review your book. I want to again welcome Warpath Gaming with his peanuts over there, of course.
Sexy peanuts.
Xavier, who's joining us in the chat as well, and of course, likewise, Abel. Very good to see you again.
They are all sick and tired of seeing me. They want to see you more.
Well, you guys know I have a day job, and it's super tired, super time consuming.
You have 2 day jobs.
Actually, I work 2 jobs. That's right. I work 2 jobs since we found out that we were expecting a baby. I got a second job to keep up with everything. So.
And I have 3 jobs.
Right.
The 2 jobs and making the baby.
Right.
That's the third one.
Okay. Right. So, anyways, that's why I try to do these live streams on the weekends. If you guys want to see me, I'm definitely on the weekends. See us together. We're usually live on the weekends and promoting all these books and getting hyped up for the new comics coming on. And then of course, welcome to Edwin the Ace Acevedo, Hell CG Latino Squad. Yeah, this is pretty much it, right? It's the usual suspects. Same thing as Francisco Arce. Thank you for joining us today. All right. So let's talk about what's bringing us together today. Let's start with that, and then we'll go over some other topics, and then of course dive into more of the behind-the-scenes creation of Undead Border, Escape or Die, and then of course the story behind the creators too. So today we're here to promote, like I said, Undead Border, Escape or Die. And yes, you guys caught me. I was watching the trailer before because you know how much I like it. You guys have a fixed goal of $3,000. You basically halfway there, and about halfway there with time as well. So let me start by asking you, how do you guys feel about this? Are you guys excited? Are you guys nervous? What's going through your minds right now?
Both.
Hi guys, my name is Pancho, writer for Undead Border, Escape or Die, and member of the 656 Comics crew. Well, like I was telling you, backstage, John and Carla, I'm nervous, and I get like iffy and desperate sometimes because I'm just like refreshing it, and every 10 minutes I go into the Indiegogo page and see it, no? So it gets stuck a little bit, and I'm just like become nervous, and I start like my palms begin to sweat, and I'm reaching for my credit card and see if I can fund it myself.
Right.
No, that's
I
tricky.
would definitely advise against it. You can't get caught. Don't do it. But yeah, no, absolutely. And look, that's the thing with like I was saying before, having a fixed goal. There's this debate going on whether it should be fixed, should it be flexible. Some people think it's more trustworthy when it's fixed. I have personally always ran my campaigns flexible because of that reason. You know what I mean? And because Indiegogo has that feature when you can go in demand, and then keep the campaign open for a long more time and keep it funding. But you guys definitely have a campaign worth meeting its goal. I mean, without a doubt. And your goal it's very realistic for one, and it's the art and the story is definitely worth it.
Of course, yeah. I don't know. I want to talk about the art later when you are done talking about the project in general.
No, absolutely. No, yeah.
Yeah, the John and Carla, the reason for the low number, the low goal, is because all this is already done. I mean,
Right.
we don't have to pay Javi anymore. Thank God. And it's all done. The artwork's all done. We just need to do a little new stuff now because we're offering the drawing tier, but we'll get into that later on. But yeah, it's basically it's 90% done, no? The comic book. So yeah, that's why we're asking for a low number.
They are offering the copy in Spanish.
Yeah, that's another original feature that we're gonna go over the perks later. But yeah, I think this is the first time you guys have made history.
That's what I was gonna mention. This is also a really solid reason is that this is our you could say flagship, or we usually say punta de lanza, or tip of an arrow to get into this all new market. So we are like the new guys on this scene, So I think it's really fair to ask for what will cover our production costs
Yep.
and overall fulfilling the how you say Holly fulfill
The campaign.
the campaign to get this book on the hands of whenever people whatever number of people wants to support us.
Yep.
And what I mean with all this is that this is part of a plan we have to introduce ourselves into this
Yeah.
world
Mhm.
of new potential people looking at our work. And
Mhm.
this is not like the only and first and only book we're planning. It's not we are not planning on a debut y despedida, as we say.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
One and done is what
We got
the
a lot
saying
of
is.
we got
Yeah.
a lot of stories, a lot of genders, and a lot of stuff we want to throw to people that wants to uh, deposit their confidence in us.
Yeah,
And that's
absolutely. No, yeah, and you guys are doing the smart thing. You guys are putting one of your best projects out there. To get your foot wet. To get your foot in, as they will say, and yeah, getting to this indie comic scene in English and in the United States, which I think it's a far bigger market than what you guys probably are used to in Mexico. But of course, you guys have all the years of experience as comic book artists and comic book professionals, really, and so you bring in obviously a lot to the table, without a doubt. I wanna read some of the comments here. Burnt Scribe says he can relate to working a lot, pull some overtime today. Absolutely, yeah. And I can say that
No time for the money.
right, absolutely. And then David Fitz says that 10 minutes late and gay. Well, I don't need to hear about your day, my friend. I don't need to hear about your day. And yeah, absolutely no. I gotta say, guys, this was probably my most anticipated book of the whole year. Out of the Indiegogo comic book scene, I since I heard about you guys and since I heard about this project, I am so excited, and I am so excited too for the future because now you guys are telling me that this is not a one and done thing for 656 Comics. You're just trying to
Hell
get
no.
your foot in and then release all the other good stuff I know you guys have as well. So definitely worth backing the project, not just for the project itself, although the project is very good, but also for the people behind it. And so what more they can bring,
Definitely.
yeah, you could say we got a shit ton of stories to tell. We just want to get the chance to put that material in the hands of the public.
And with that in mind, what made you guys pick Undead Border Escape or Die as your first project to come to the American market?
I think John and Carla, it was like you said, it was our latest project, and it was very successful over here in Mexico.
Mhm.
And you know what, the dynamics of the story and the art, I think it works very well. Like it's an eye opener for the readers and for the people who are like supporting the campaign and stuff like that. So I think that was what we based the decision on doing Undead Border Skipper Die, like our first Indiegogo project.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, I mean, I think you guys probably chose wisely. You will see why when we go into some of the details about the book and that trailer video that we're going to play, man. You know, it's my favorite trailer so far out of CG. It's such an amazing trailer, and you guys got the right voice actor and definitely the right music. Everything is just so cool. So let's talk about the book itself. What is the book about?
Well, okay. Let me give you the pitch, the elevator pitch quickly. Undead Border Skipper Die. A ragtag team of teenagers must unite and traverse a zombie-filled apocalyptic borderland in order to escape the remnants of drug cartels, a saw-wielding maniac, and of course the living dead hungry for their flesh.
Mm,
And the only option that they have is to escape or die.
absolutely.
Back it now.
Very well said, man. Very well said. I'm sold without a doubt. But I've been sold for a long time now. And tell me how you guys have mentioned before in a lot of other interviews and other times that we've chat together that there is a lot of social commentary behind the story itself. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and life in where this post-apocalyptic world really takes place?
Right. Well, actually, let me put you like in a little bit of context. We're from Ciudad Juarez. It's the border city with El Paso, Texas.
Right.
And I don't know if you people on the chat and the viewers of your channel will know that we went into like this drug war between 2008 to 2012. And on 2010 we were like the most dangerous city in the world, though. So it was crazy. And we had this drug war, these drug addicts, murderers, and we had like these 10,000 soldiers, 2,000 federales. It was a whole war. So and you won. And I guess you two guys, when you do art and you write and you draw, you try to express yourself, and and do this cathartic vision of what are you doing and what are you watching and what are you seeing outside in the world. So basically that was it. We tried to tell a story and tell the story of what was going on in our city
With zombies.
with zombies, exactly.
Right.
uh Using that like a metaphor to like not to get into trouble, and not to be the reader, have the reader be like bored. We had to like do this like in a fun way, in a
Yeah.
dynamic way. And besides, we're doing comics, and with comic books I can like blow up the bridge, have thousands of zombies. I know Javi will like frown at me sometimes because I write in shit tons of zombies
You have to draw it.
and weird stuff. So basically that's it. No, we try to tell our story having Ciudad Juarez as one of our main characters.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah. The setting itself, right? The setting is a character in its own, and it's kind of like a survival story that you guys can relate to mostly because of where you're from and the things that you've gone to go through, even for your art and craft, right? Because you guys as comic book artists have yourselves gone through some trouble in your hometown because of this social commentary, because of this kind of things that you guys have been put out. So definitely very brave on your part, and it's good to see how good triumphs a lot of times when.
I have a question. Do you guys like? Of course, this is something that happens in Mexico, and everybody's aware of it. But do you think that the American or any foreign reader will understand that metaphor, or are you implying it somewhere? Or
I don't think we. That's a good question, Carla. I think we do a decent job on explaining the thing, and I think the reader will will find out, because we don't. For example, here in Mexico, we don't like do it like open book and say it. Oh, this is a metaphor. Just when they ask me, I'll tell them, right. But when they're reading it, and I've seen interviews and articles I've done based on our books, and they get the story. So I think people is informed. I think people in the United States are well read
Aware, no?
and
Yeah.
aware of what's going on. So
And also to add to what Pancho said, and mostly people just like it for the zombies, no? Oh,
Yeah.
zombie gore, zombie action, and then they start reading it, and they find out, oh man, it's more deeper than I thought, no? And I got to like s- learn their perspective, their point of view, and it's like a great conversation starter, no?
I like that a lot about this project, guys. It's like an onion that you keep peeling the layers, and you keep finding more and more content.
yes.
Seriously, like people like to read solid stuff. Like not only like yeah, fun story, yeah, but there's something
and
else to it.
and I feel like zombies, even in today's age, are sometimes can be a hard sell because there's just so many zombie stories out there, right?
Yeah.
The genre has so many different stories, but you guys have brought different and new perspectives to the table. I didn't even know about the so welding monster that's plaguing this city as well. With the zombies. So there's like this very even Resident Evil type of feel about it. It's not just the zombies. There's much more to the threat, and the survivors just keep getting hit with all these things that they have to overcome, right?
exactly, because it's just us. It's just it's not only the drug cartel, it's the murderers,
Right.
the kidnappers, the government, everything. So we need to like um put it together like real subtle.
Yeah.
Right.
Another thing, another comment that I really like to tell you guys is, I also the community in Juarez, the people in Juarez are very inspiring to us because of their resilience.
Mhm.
They turn a negative to a positive real quick, and they keep on grinding, they keep on hustling, and they try to like survive with
Right.
that negative, with that the war going on, with everything that's going on, and they keep to they wake up and they go out and hustle and work, and so that's one of the plots, or you're gonna see on the story, seeing how the community tries to continue with their lives, no,
Right.
because you
No.
can stop. If you stop, you're probably gonna be dead.
I
No, of
wanted.
course, it makes a lot of sense to include the city as a character itself. Ciudad Juarez to Undead Border Escape or Die is what New York would be to Marvel. Like you got all these writers and all these artists coming out of New York, and they were writing about the things that they see, and that's the reason why most of those superheroes, and most of the superhero stories take place in New York, is because at the time, well, now as well, but at the time it was such a crime-ridden city that like you said, they wanted to portray the light of hope and you know, kind of showing a little bit of perspective of the things that were going on at the time in the town. So definitely, cities can be a big part of a story. And I can see that in a lot of the 656 and a lot of the 656 comics, because this is not the only one that I've heard about. Ciudad Juarez plays a huge part, in the development of the story.
Yeah, like you said it perfectly, John. It's Ciudad Juarez is our New York.
Yeah,
We based everything, all of our characters in this city.
absolutely.
Also, what I'm noticing here is that you're trying to reflect on your story, pretty much what happens in the story, in the life of every Mexican, especially in these latest times. That despite all the bullshit that the government or the criminals throw at us, we refuse to give up.
Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Very well said, Omega. Very well said.
Yeah. So and I think that Imega is like universal. I mean, all the country is like all people strive to survive and to better themselves and have a like living with dignity and stuff like that. No, so I think that part of the book will relate to everyone who reads it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely. I want to go over some of the comments here. We have some great stuff. Of course, Jezebel saying that she cannot wait to see zombie eyes. Was that something that is included in the book?
The border patrol are they are featured like in the past stories, no?
Yeah.
Not in this one.
Okay, okay, okay. So like, I would imagine they're trying to contain the virus to just Mexico and not let it spread to the U.S., right?
But remember, the virus is already in El Paso, so the border is like fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up and it transformed.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's the border is also within the United States, but like their own people. But that's like
You have to read the story.
yeah, like that's
Okay.
read it.
Yeah, no spoilers. And then Jezebel asked where is Happy Harry?
Happy Harry's our
You,
host
you,
for
you guys,
night streaming, but
you guys are listening to that noise?
Yeah, yeah. Is that the monster
the saw.
with the saw?
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's people working right next to my window, so I'm
Tell
gonna
him
mute
to.
whenever I'm not talking, so you guys
Okay.
can listen.
Absolutely. And then we have Abel answers your question. Jezebel also asks, are there going to be any zombie fresas? For those of you who don't know what fresas are like what would they be described as? As like rich kids who are
Is there
Very
a
snobby.
English word for that?
I don't know. Is there an English word for that?
Snobbish, maybe.
Snobs, no, yeah, snobs
Yeah,
or
Snobs, yeah, I guess.
Mexican snobs.
Right. Are there going to be any of those?
White chickens.
There you go.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
Right. And then David Feed, who says metaphors are best when you get them on your own. By the way, I want to welcome David Feed, who has just joined us today. How are you, sir?
Oh, fine. Hi. Fine. Thank you.
Hey,
I just saw the link. Like, damn. This guy's on that board sounds amazing, and they have the trippiest trailer in all of IGG in CG and IGG, in my opinion.
Awesome.
So hell yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
That is my favorite trailer. I gotta tell you, they got the sickest trailer, and I'm going to show it later. But I'm kind of building up expectation. Hope he lives up to it. He has to because it's the best trailer ever. Burn Scribe says, did it ever concern you guys when doing a zombie story that there are already so many out there?
This is one of my favorite questions, but
You want to answer it first?
Why don't you take it, Holly? Or do you want
Well-
me first?
Well, Bird Scribe, when we did Undead Border or Infestaciones and Known in Mexico, there wasn't any zombie comics. There was only The Walking Dead. So we came out like in parallel with them. So I mean, one has like a $1 million infrastructure, right? And Image Comics and whatever. And we were just printing out of our pocket, no? And we only did like small print runs. But yeah, that's the only zombie comic there was like, at the time. And we were the only zombie title in Mexico. So, but now it's all like in everything. It's saturated. It's saturated with crappy stories and crappy zombie comics. But the only difference is that I think it's like the point of view, no, that we're trying to tell the border, but the cartel, the metaphors, and all that stuff, and the ticks, obviously, the gruesome ticks. So yeah, that's. I feel that we are contributing something new to the genre, no, the zombie genre.
In my
And also, we are how you say. Blessed by the Godfather of Zombies, George A. Romero. So, I mean, that's something to brag about, no?
Right, absolutely. Why don't you tell us about that time when you were endorsed by him?
Yeah, well, Ray was supposed to be here so we could like talk about it, but basically, he went to a Comic-Con, I think, back in 2007, and he got to meet George A. Romero, the director of Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. And he pitched him the Infestación to him, and he was like excited about it, and he kind of like was jealous about it because he said, "Why didn't I think of that?" I mean, so I mean, we have a good idea here, man. So let's run with it. And we were supposed to send them the comic, but Ray lost his contact info, and we remind them every day that he's a dumbass.
You know what?
Yeah, then he passed on, and we didn't get a chance to show him the book. But yeah, we got his blessing.
Tell me you guys at least got a picture. Tell me he got a picture at least.
Yes, we do. But Ray brought a little sign that says 656 Comics, and he took a picture with it. People, I don't want to show it because people are gonna think that it's Photoshop, but it's real.
Well,
it's a real pic.
we're Photoshop experts here. We can tell when something is being done. Come on, show it. Come on, show it.
A ver, pues let me look for it.
All right.
Yeah,
In the meantime, I gotta tell you,
Oh.
stop giving shit to your friend because something very similar happened to me. Let me tell you the story, right? I'm in Panama City, and I am going to be flying back to Colombia for a family trip, right? I was gonna go meet my father, and I feel that somebody was next to me, was waiting for his luggage. And I'm a pretty tall dude myself, I'm 6'1", and that's when I realized that the person next to me was really huge. And I looked over for a second, and then I looked back to the bags, and that's when I realized that it was Michael Jordan.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Right next, and so I tell him, I'm kind of like stuttering, right? I'm like, "Hey, man, you're Michael Jordan." He says, "Yeah." And he told me that he was going to the Brazil World Cup at the time, and of course my phone is dead. This guy is in a hurry, you know what I mean? He has to go. So I'm asking him for an autograph or something, right? So he grabs his plane ticket and he signs it, right, with his information on it, and he gave it to me. You know how long it lasted? It was like 10 minutes before I lost it. I couldn't find it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
You know what would happen in Michael Jordan's head in that moment? He probably went, and it was in that moment
Right.
They probably stole it
that,
from
that
No,
you.
they-
I knew that I had a grudge with that Colombian dude.
That was
Have
that
you,
moment that
have you
my
seen
dad died.
right, absolutely.
have you
Oh
seen the
man.
documentary where he has a
Scratch with everyone.
yeah, like he's the most
There you go.
competitive guy in the world.
That's a picture.
Absolutely. No, it doesn't look. You are the
That's
first
legit.
one. Is this fake or real?
I need to zoom in the finger on top of the C of comics. No, seriously, that's the proof. There, see, it's real.
It's real. There
See?
you go. You guys did
Oliver,
meet Romero, and he did hold the 656 comics.
There you go.
I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous.
Guys, you should post this picture.
You absolutely
Yeah.
should put it on the
Why are you not
campaign.
Yes, come on.
Oliver,
Absolutely
Oliver,
put it on the campaign.
Oliver
like
should also you should also Photoshop his clock so the hour marks the 6 with 65 minutes.
That'd be fun, yeah.
But yeah, that's the
Absolutely.
picture for road time.
And that's
Yeah.
absolutely. Burns Cry says that I met Romero at a convention once. Really nice guy. Such a shame he's gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely looks like a really affable dude, huh?
It's very
I never
nice.
got the. I never even seen his face in real life, but I've watched all his movies, and probably The Night of the Living Dead was probably one of the first horror movies I ever watched. It was a masterpiece.
I want to say hello to my brother, Sim.
Absolutely.
Hello,
Thank you for
Sim.
joining us, Sim.
Thank you. And we have Red too. What's up, Red?
Absolutely.
Having a productive morning. And we have Johnny Cage. That World Cup was such amazing.
Oh yeah, I will never forget when Brazil.
Well, he's Brazilian,
Oh, he
so
was-
have respect.
When Brazil got their ass kicked by Germany, like what, 7-1, something like that.
Let me say something. Bom dia, garotinho do samba. No, I had it.
Yeah, you should. And then of course, yeah, the man was a legend. Yeah, absolutely, man. Wow. And guys, listen, you should totally put that picture on the campaign. That's such an amazing story right there, man. That is such amazing. Now,
we
tell
actually-
me what's
Yeah.
up with the tick?
So what? The tick? Well, you wanna explain it?
It has to do with the virus,
The zombie virus.
the zombie virus, and it was we decided about the ticks because we had to like add on like a personal touch
Yeah.
for the
Right.
zombies, because like everybody said, oh, there's a lot of zombie things going on. So why not put some ticks on the zombies and like the aesthetics, the visual stuff. It's like very gruesome. And over here in Juarez, we have on summertime. There's like infestation. There's a plague of ticks. Sometimes.
So, curiously, they haven't mentioned anything about it this summer because I think COVID COVID got them or took precedence. No, but imagine ticks having COVID.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's a good point,
it
yeah.
has to do- I don't want to talk too much about the tick, but it has to do a lot with the zombie thing. you know?
Right. So now tell me something. Do these zombies do they run or they're just walkers?
I think the fresh one, it's a cycle.
Oh.
The fresh zombies, they run. No, they are fast. They're agile. And once the ticks start sucking out their essence, they turn into the shambling, slow moving corpses that we all love.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like kind of like the cycle we're trying to present here.
Yeah, so the first stage of the zombie, it has like a little bit of ticks, and then as soon as it comes like
They become engorged. They go.
yeah, they start walking and become like slower.
Absolutely. All right, now let's talk about the perks real quick. Your $60 one is called Border Jumper. What is this one?
That was a joke that Javier said in the stream,
Funny guy.
and we liked it, and we
And
used it. Border jumper.
Right.
It's stuck. It's stuck with us, and we used it.
All right. With this feature perk, you will get the graphic novel, a supplemental, which is what?
A supplemental will features like behind the scenes stuff,
Oh,
like character designs, thumbnails,
A sketchbook.
sketchbook, and like explanation of Undead Border, like more lore, no, like
right. Right. Like the behind the
like
scenes. I've seen a lot so I've seen some campaigns do that too. This one, that's definitely a win for you guys because that's something that a lot of people would definitely want to get their hands on as well. And then you have the graphic novel SPA, which is
it's Infestación Escape or Die, the Spanish edition.
okay,
Yeah,
wonderful. So
that's like, yeah, because the English it's gonna have like small variations,
yeah,
and actually that add-on that the Spanish edition came later on, no, in the campaign, because Pancho said, would it be cool if we offer the Spanish one, because we have a ton of them over here, and yeah, so yeah, that could be like a cool item to add, and it'll give the reader like to have a something to compare and contrast, no, with the English version, and something
absolutely,
to collect, obviously. Yeah.
absolutely. So one quick question: are you guys shipping this out of Mexico? Or you have somebody doing the shipment for you
We're
from
gonna
Mexico?
we're gonna do it all from El Paso. Texas.
Wonderful. So it won't be that much in shipping.
No, it won't be that much in shipping, and we have, well, we do have to cross the Spanish edition because we have it here in Juarez, so we might have to like do a little operation, army, no army ant, no, like little by little cross it, and yeah, shipping is cheap, man. It's $10
Right.
US, and Mexico too, and worldwide is like around 20, I think.
Absolutely. And so you're just offering the graphic novel for $15.
Yeah, the
Very
Spanish one
cheap
is
price.
it's 15. It's the cheap one. The
And how
cheap.
many pages is it?
It's around 128 pages.
Wow. A really good price. Absolutely, really good price. Then we have the graphic novel for $25. What does this one include? What is this one?
Yeah, going back to the Spanish edition. The Spanish edition is 6 by 9 inches, kind of like a manga size, more or less. And the US edition, it's gonna be a full size comic book size. I said size again 12 times. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit less pages because we are trimming the fat from the Spanish edition. But yeah, it's gonna be more tighter, more más chingón.
Better.
Yeah.
This sounds a bit like there's a joke in Mexico, no, where they say like, jugo de naranja, 10 pesos, orange juice is $20.
for Americans, American price. No, but it's gonna be bigger size. It's gonna be better paper. Everything's gonna be better for my American friends, my American brothers and sisters.
I like the comment. I like the comment of Jim Cox that says smuggling comics.
Yes, Jim. Yeah, we're gonna do that. we actually should we tell the story later on? Yeah, we'll tell you later about smuggling comics. But yeah, so the graphic novel and supplemental, that was our featured perk when we started, but yeah, we changed it, and that's what we're offering there now. The English edition and the supplemental for 50.
Right. No, okay, absolutely. And then we have this one for $60, which is the silk screen poster.
Yeah, that's we did like an exclusive poster when we released it over here in Mexico. We only did like around 34 posters, and now we have 20 left. So that's very an exclusive item to this campaign, and it's really big poster. It's like kind of like a movie size poster, and it's very thick paper. Yeah,
Absolutely. Then you have the zombie cameo. Is this to be a part of the book or
yeah. We're doing we're adding a new intro to the book, and so we decided to offer a drawn-in tier, which we will draw you as a zombie, either being killed or eating someone or just standing there like an idiot. I don't know.
Do you get to pick which one?
I
Yes,
think it's yeah. You get to no. I don't know. We need to work that out, but I think it's. I think
there's going to be some what's the word, leeway. There's going to be some like uh, intended choice. Like we're going to give you like a window of chances where we could put you in.
yeah. We
And
we are gonna feature you like up in front row, and it's up to Javi, no,
yeah,
and
because
up and up to the script as how the zombie will be used in. And also if you back this tier, there's an add-on that you'll get to acquire the original page where you appear as a zombie. You can buy, yeah.
Absolutely. We have a pretty interesting question here from Jimmy Cox, which is, are those posters folded or rolled up in a tube?
They have to be rolled up, man, because that paper is really really thick, and
Right.
if you fold it, it's gonna leave ugly creases. So
there,
it's gonna be rolled up.
Right.
there,
Absolutely.
there's also a light weight, but I have to discuss that with you, and that will get really technical. But maybe in another occasion we could do that. The ways of shipping up
Posters,
a poster in the original format with how you say, una espuma.
but like flat, send it flat,
Yeah,
or
yeah. I'm going to try and discuss that with you also.
yeah, well, yeah, we need to like have it shipped in a
Like
good way, in a good.
like
Okay,
styrofoam, I think it
yeah.
is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
All
And the
right.
last perk is the original artwork. So yeah, that's self-explanatory, no? We
Yes,
have a bunch.
absolutely. And for those of you guys who just joined us right now, we are discussing and watching this amazing campaign, Under Border Escape or Die. Sim, my brother, thank you so much for dropping the links in the chat.
Thank you, Sam.
So there have been a bunch of those throughout this whole chat. So if you haven't seen this campaign already, do check it out. Show them some love. They have a fixed goal of 3,000. Very reasonable goal. Very reasonable price for all the things that they're offering, which is really amazing, mind blowing stuff. Great art, great storytelling, and do watch these on the replay if you're just joining us right now, to learn more about the story of how this book got made and what is it inspired on.
Yeah, Sim says check out top loaders. They have 11 by 17. Yeah, I do have some in my to buy list.
Absolutely, man. No, you guys have a wonderful campaign. That there's no doubt about that. However, one of my favorite things about this campaign is the trailer, which
Oh,
I love. Right,
we haven't
and
seen
I
it,
don't know
right?
why this disgusting shit keeps popping up, but here you go. Let's watch this trailer. It's amazing. Enjoy it, and tell me what you think in the comments if you haven't seen this so far.
In 2006, 656 Comics unleashed Infestacion. It became the only Latino zombie comic of its time. Now, 656 Comics brings us the most intensely shocking graphic novel experience of all time. Undead Border. Escape or die. The border is overrun by the living dead, and the only option is to escape or die. Six by Six Comics brings back the dead.
Great job with that, man. Great job. Absolutely. Best trailers, hands down, David. Yeah, tell us what you like about this trailer the most, David.
Okay, but before we go into that, I have to say, like, the first time I was in a stream with 656 Comics, I was recently bitten by a freaking tick. You know, like in Switzerland. In Switzerland, in the forest, is infested with these fucking things. I just got recently bitten by one of them, and then I was in the stream, and then I said, "Yeah, you know, like it's kind of the zombies related to this." Like, fuck, what? No, that was bad.
That's
Anyway, so
that's
Yeah,
the cover of Dead Notes, by the way.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, man, great shit. It's so metal says Jezebel, and then Abel, one of the best trailers out there. I would argue, even with our trailer out there, which we, well, Carla did put a lot of work into. Um, this one is still the best one that I've seen so far.
I just gotta say what people are thinking, and that is that the great thing about this trailer is the way it is edited and worked with some great commentary
Mhm.
in ways that make some normal looking art really, really stand out.
Oh, oh, you.
Hey, your art looks amazing, man. What are you saying?
Thank you. But I gotta say that the way the creativity put into the edition and the way Ray elevates the hype for the book really works in favor of making a great looking trailer.
So Ray did the trailer.
No, Ray did the voiceover. Happy Harry did the voiceover, and Dominic, my brother, did the editing.
Yeah, kudos to Dominic for the edition
He's
and the
available for work,
ideas.
by the way.
Probably what's the name of Ray's wife? Serena.
Serena.
Was behind him when he was recording the voice.
he was in the closet.
I want to thank whoever just backed this project. Thank you so much for showing this
Oh
project.
shit!
And if you haven't done so already, do back it. Let's get these guys to meet their fixed goal of 3,000. It's super doable. They still have 21 days. Question for you guys for 656, whoever wants to answer. Are you guys going to extend the campaign once you hit
Yeah, that's the plan. Once we hit
that 0 days left?
First
or
of all, thank you so much to that 30th backer. That 55 is a really good looking number. I like it.
yeah, to answer John, yeah, once we hit the 30-day limit, we are going to extend it, and once we are funded, we will go in demand.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
So we got time. We got time to back it, but let's do help them get to that goal first because they cannot go in demand unless they meet it. So
there is no time. Do it now.
do it now. Life imitating art says directed to David. Absolutely, yeah, scary stuff.
Yeah, the tick thing is very scary, man. And honestly, when I had my rescue dog over here and he was infested with ticks,
Mhm.
it's pretty gnarly, man. And we couldn't get rid of the ticks like for years, no, like almost like what 5, 10 years.
Right.
We would fumigate, we would clean everything, and they would come back every summer, man. My dogs will always have like little things, like little grapes hanging from their ear. Yeah, that's disgusting, man. And
They
suddenly
are. They are fucking disgusting.
and suddenly one summer they were gone. They were gone. So I don't know what happened. I think they got tired of us, or our neighbor got a new dog, or they went over.
Yeah.
They jumped
A fatter dog.
a fatter dog, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's
Also, a little segue, but Burnt was speaking out earlier about if it's there enough zombie stories out there. And then you mentioned the COVID, so I just gotta say, buckle up, everyone, because just as the end of the year comes and the next year comes around, I think we're going to see a bunch of new stories, comics, series, movies about zombies trying to cash out on all the pandemic and the lost year on 2020.
probably that could happen, right, Javi.
I'm really good in predicting stuff that happens, and I believe we're going to see a ton of new zombie stories. So some good, some bad, but
Oh, yeah,
we're going to
Javi.
see them.
So are you predicting we're gonna fulfill the campaign?
Yeah, we're going to
All right.
double.
good enough
We're,
for
go-
me.
That's good enough for me. I'm calm now.
we're going to double the money we're asking for.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
I need to. Yeah, you need to start telling me the results of the lottery, man.
Yeah, we need John writing, not working like
3 jobs.
3 jobs.
Yes, we do need that. In fact, oh man, no, great campaign, guys. You guys will meet your goal. There is no way you won't. With a good-looking campaign like that, with so many awesome things that you're selling other than the books, with it being available in Spanish as well. And with such a great story, there's no way you won't get there. And especially you still have a ton of days left. Do keep grinding though. Do keep putting in the work, the hours when it comes to these live streams, because this is where
Yeah.
you for sure get.
The funny thing, John, about the Spanish comic, the perk, the standalone, right?
Yes.
We didn't have it, but in two streams, they were like asking for it and asking for it. If
But I haven't bought it.
they haven't bought it, yeah.
But they bought the perk, the featured.
Pinches.
But they have bought the featured perk, so that's
They
that's
were like, yeah, because they found out we were Mexicans and we did in Spanish and said, oh, so I can buy this for my Puerto Rican friend and blah blah blah. So we decided to put it on, no? And like you said, it's like the first edition and first Indiegogo with a
Spanish book.
Spanish book.
Absolutely. Burn Scribe says, I hope you guys succeed. I'll back it if I have the money. And even if you don't, still
Cool,
back
man.
it. Show them some love. You know what I mean? They need to get to those numbers for sure. I'm waiting for payday. You know it's coming next.
You're waiting for the Trump bucks, John?
I don't think that's coming anymore. I really don't. The first one was sweet. The second one, I don't know. It's looking like it's not gonna happen. We will have to see. But yeah,
Right before the elections, he's gonna send out a big check.
look, whenever, man, I'm ready. My wallet is
Kinda
ready.
like-
My
kinda
body's
like-
ready.
Kind of like Mexican politics, they give out big chunks of money now, so you can
Right.
vote for them.
They gave like TVs for free, you know? Like there was one election when one guy was giving TVs for free or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people sell out for food. Let me put it like that.
Oh.
I have seen it where they would just do these community potlucks, and they just And-
Can you get real quick again on the campaign page? Somebody's telling us to update the page.
Oh shit.
Oh, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Let's see what we got now.
To refresh.
Remember 660. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
That's what's up. Good shit. Somebody got the
Fuck
feature.
yeah.
Thank
Awesome.
you, John. Thank you,
Holy
John.
crap! Thank you so much.
Keep on talking.
All right. I'll talk. And if
And if you put it in pesos, man, it looks impressive.
Oh, my God. All right. Skip the pizza this weekend, eat some tuna, and back on that border.
Es todo, Kitzabel.
That's what's up.
Hey, talking of zombies, which one is you guys' favorite zombie movie or show? I will start. I just watched this one on Netflix recently. It's called Kingdom. It's out of South Korea, I believe. That shit is amazing, all right?
Yes, that's good. You should watch Black Summer if you have a chance on Netflix.
All right.
Never watched that.
I think that's like the best show of zombies right now.
I'm gonna throw my mainstream recommendations. If you haven't watched
Walking Dead.
Train to Busan and Shaun of the Dead, I think is the ones you have
Yeah.
to get on if you haven't seen them.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Try
Yeah,
to
I mean, right now there's a lot of Netflix controversy in this house. Carla wants to pull out of it. I want to just keep it just for that show. I just want to watch Kingdom Part 3. We'll see who wins in this battle of the sexes. We will have to see. I mean,
Yeah.
favorite your favorite zombie movie or show?
Also, my favorite movie is 28 Days Later, and other than that, the series of Left 4 Dead video games, that's like my favorite take on zombies. Like you have the regulars that run and everything, but then you also have like these evolved versions,
Yeah.
and like the super evolved version with the tanks and the witches. So yeah, that was awesome.
in
Right,
my case, I'm gonna sound more like a normie, but I was introduced to zombies thanks to Resident Evil.
Yeah, no. Honestly, Resident Evil and Dawn of the Dead were my inspirations to start working on Undead Border, Omega. So yeah.
Absolutely. And what about you, Javier?
I don't know if I could choose a fave, but I think Shaun of the Dead is the one that I always end up returning to because I really like the black humor aspect of it.
Yeah, I know, man. Great comedy. Yeah, for sure. No, man. You guys, yeah. I love zombies myself. I know that there's been so much out there, but there is still a lot of potential. As you guys have shown with Undead Border, Escape or Die, there's always new things that can be brought to these genres that have been milked and exploited, but you guys still bring in new perspective, new awesome things, new villains, like you can see right here,
Thank you so much.
and yeah, I'm super hyped because there's always a good zombie story left to tell.
I, I think there's something we can ask for rather than than campaigning is sharing the things we are doing, because the most commented thing we get
Mhm.
is, hey man, I didn't know about this and it looks pretty awesome. As I told you before, we are like trying to reach out to a whole new public. We are relatively small, at least in this new ambient. So we think we are most grateful for right now is the chance to get into the screens of a whole new kind of public.
Exactly.
Oh, and I think you guys will do great. You will keep growing. You keep growing your channels as well. Keep growing your audience. And this is your house. Anytime White
Thank
Cat
you.
Comics is open for all of CG Latino, for all of CG, regardless. You know what I mean? We're open for all of you guys, and if we can help with, however, we will for sure. I want to shout out to the chat as well. Burnscribe says that he loves the original Dawn of the Dead.
Hell yeah.
That's the one in the mall, no? That's the one in
Yeah,
the mall.
that's the one in the mall. That's a classic right there.
Absolutely. Abel says that his favorite zombie shows are telenovelas mexicanas.
Abel, I have a question for Abel. Have you seen Cementerio del Terror? Because that's a zombie movie, a Mexican zombie movie back in the 80s. That's pretty awesome.
All right, we'll wait for
And
your answer.
and Sim has good taste in zombie movies, by the way. Shaun of the Dead and Return of the Living Dead are awesome movies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I assuming this is regarding the Netflix thing. Yeah, I know, man. But look, last time I tried it, like, there was this awesome website called Popcorn Time, right? Where you could download movies and they were like new releases. I mean, they still had like Chinese subtitles, but they were like really they look legit. Like you didn't have like the person standing up in the middle of the movie and walking in front of the screen type of thing. They were like
There was a time where Mexico used to produce exploitation kind of horror movies,
Yeah,
and I guess you could say the Santo con las momias de Guanajuato is technically a zombie movie.
Oh
yeah.
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 Well, I mean, yeah, with superheroes, yeah. Absolutely. Then we have good titles for sure. Yeah, everybody said were great titles. Um, and then Luisa, where's Luisa? Luisa, hi everybody, good vibes. Absolutely. Luisa Bustamante, if you haven't done so already, do check Undead Border Escape of Die. They're bringing new game to the zombie genre. It's an amazing looking book, and I know that we will make it to the to the goal for sure. Now, in other news, because I know that there is other topics that we wanted to touch upon before we started. The DC, a lot of DC trailers popped up today, and we wanted to do like a kind of like a video reaction to them. I haven't watched a lot of them. I know like you guys haven't done so either. There's a new Wonder Woman trailer that's kind of causing controversy. We're gonna see why, and as well as a new Justice League Snyder Cut trailer too. So let's watch the Wonder Woman first. You guys give me your thoughts after. We're gonna be pausing it as we go so that we don't get copyright strikes and the video taken down, so people can watch it on the replay as well. But let's dive in together. Let's see what this is about.
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do.
So let's pause there. What do you guys think so far?
So
There's
far, so
nothing-
good.
The time will come, Diana. And everything will be different.
Citizens of the world,
I'm here to change your life.
How's
Anything
it?
you want. Anything you dream of, you can have it. You look like you saw a ghost.
There's no way.
Can-
Did he like crash
can-
his plane or something?
Can
Yeah,
we
but remember, this is DC Universe when people die and later resurrect 1 hour later.
can we contextualize real quick? This one takes place in the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a little what rule in comic books: no body, no death. If we
Yeah.
don't see a dead body, then they're not dead.
Yeah, Bane say it. Show me his body.
Maybe he's
Well,
not
I
the one
gotta
from.
say, like the girl grabbing the lightning with the whip, with the lightning whip, that looked fucking awesome. That special effect was really
Maybe
really cool.
Yeah, but I don't know what she was grabbing onto when like the sky was like normal.
You,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is she riding the clouds or what?
you know what it reminds me of? I think it looks cool, but it reminds me of the Ang Lee Hulk movie.
Oh,
Oh,
The
yeah.
Ah,
the,
well,
the
that's
final
fine.
fight
can
in
jump
the cloud.
very high.
And also about Chris Pine, I don't know what you guys think, but I believe he's not the one from the last movie, but is Captain Kirk from the new Star Trek movie.
Oh, it's a clone.
If I'm not getting senses by the clashes, it's not Star Trek. All right, let's keep watching.
One day has passed.
Oh,
I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be an apex predator.
Why isn't Wonder Woman purple?
You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing. Well, now it's my turn. Get used to it.
Did
That's
she
the one.
just psycho? Did a psycho crusher?
No, she did a Palpatine. She did a Palpatine role.
More. The way I fly, they will never find us.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
Is that the invisible plane? Oh shit!
oh, okay,
Ah,
okay.
So when did Wonder Woman join the Saint Seiya cast?
You know, I'm not
It's
gonna
Sagittarius
shout
Cloud.
what I figure you are, but you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Does everybody parachute now?
80s reference.
80s.
I mean-
the 80s were so wacky and with weird clothes. You get it?
I kind of like the Wonder Woman Saint Seiya armor. That's
yeah.
cool.
I was thinking the same thing.
Dale con fuerza, Pegaso.
I like the Shira Emperor Palpatine role. You only needed the red lightsaber.
Yeah, it's the Palpatine role or Bison's Psycho Crusher, no?
The Street Fighter one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, my thoughts. The video looked great until that Chitara or Cheetah, whatever her name is, came out.
Yeah, that's what I have heard. That
Weird ass CGI right there.
I don't know if you guys remember the first Wonder Woman movie. I think we all have, like, we try to engañarnos un poco ourselves, telling lies to ourselves that movie was good because this is personal opinion, obviously, but I believe only the trench scene was like acceptable in that movie. And everyone tends to forget how shitty the CGI looked on the final battle on Wonder Woman 1.
Oh yeah.
yeah, the final act was a mess.
And
Yeah,
this is giving me huge flashbacks to that. I think that Shira is gonna show up in the last 10 minutes, and it's going to be kind of shameful to look at,
Shameful.
because there's been way too many instances of people telling us, oh, the trailer looks bad, but the movie final CGI is going to look better.
Yeah, and sometimes it looks even worse.
Yeah, so that's
That's
the
like,
reason. That's the reason this is not going to have my money.
Exactly. I was gonna say.
that's what Javier said earlier. Damn.
Hey,
It
I
does,
believe-
yeah, it does definitely look like that Cats movie. Wow, that is awful. No, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. The Wonder Woman one. The reason why I think I liked it better is because a lot of movies nowadays with the female centric, with the female protagonists tend to like be like, okay, men are shit type of thing, and Wonder Woman didn't do that as much, even though it had plenty of material to do that with, because
Actually,
of course, the island just filled with women, and then here comes this guy, the pilot, and instead of like doing this whole woman good, man bad thing that they always do in movies nowadays, I think the movie was actually pretty solid, and it's stuck with its main thing, and not going to politics.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to mention because Steve Trevor in the comics most of the times was a complete doofus, a complete idiot who was just standing by. But in this movie, he became a very useful character.
Right. Yeah, he was, and he was, and I feel bad when he died, and it felt like the characters did have that chemistry, and the actors did as well. So it was a pretty interesting thing, especially seeing now as though every single, like, think of the Terminator or Charlie's Angels, every single thing that's have women as protagonists is at the expense of, or even the Ghostbusters female remake is at the expense of making men look like doofus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I agree, David. When Cats does it better, it's time to give up.
She looks sexier. I mean, it looks horrible and like bizarre, but at least she looks kind of sexy maybe for a furry taste or whatever. And like the cheetah from Wonder Woman looks pretty horrible and hideous and bad CGI.
But it's just a trailer, guys. Hold on.
Or maybe they will do the same thing that they did with Sonic. They will say, "Oh, we're gonna fix it because we want to hear you. We heard you. We fixed it."
Did you guys see the Sonic movie? Speaking of,
that's actually That's actually the last movie I saw before the cinemas stopped existing.
It's actually a good movie. It's fun.
It was pretty good.
It's a well put together movie.
It's a kind of like a movie that was supposed to be out by the 90s, no?
Yeah. Can we talk about the Sonic movie instead of the Wonder Woman one, because that sounds more applicable right now.
Absolutely, yeah. We do have so many beautiful accents. I'm sure she's talking about you, David, with your Swiss swag over here. And do you guys know about the history of Wonder Woman? I learned this very recently. I think it was what's his name? Oh man, I forget. Kevin Smith, who made a documentary about it. Regarding the history of Wonder Woman and how the creator of it, who went by the name of Maxwell Charles Gaines, who was an elementary school teacher, was, and he was a feminist, of course. He was trying to do this whole BDSM thing with Wonder Woman, right? The reason why she had the lasso and she had like the things on her arms and whatnot was kind of bondage, things like that, no? And
I've never heard of that, but it makes sense, like a lasso and the shackles or whatever you call them.
Yeah, it was kind of like a little. I guess I hate using this, but kind of like a dog whistle for the pervs back then. You know what I mean?
Well, they did and all that stuff.
Yeah. I agree. I'm surprised how different the Justice League trailer looks. Yeah, that's the one that we're going to watch next. I haven't watched it either, and it's super short. It's actually 2 minutes long, so 2:37 minutes long. Let's dive into it. Let's see what's the price.
Are you checking my link? Because I tried to check it out, and I think it's frozen, like the middle. I think it's a faulty video. I don't know if it's.
Let's see, and if not, I have another one here. But quick question: are you guys really excited for the Justice League Snyder Cut? Do you think he's gonna do much better than?
I just saw the trailer this morning, and it looks like it's gonna be fun to watch.
You guys think that they're gonna actually fix it?
No. I don't know about that, but it looks pretty cool.
Just a little disclosure: if this live streams gets taken down, it will probably be because of this one.
Don't take out our stream, John.
We'll keep pausing it. Don't worry, we'll keep pausing it.
Pause it.
All right.
Holy shit!
Here we get a sneak peek at none other than Darkseid himself. Let's see if this keeps playing. Yeah, it is kind of faulty. So it's just a look at Darkseid the whole time, but there's something here.
You know who's gonna be really happy?
Say it again.
You know who's gonna be really happy that this movie came out?
Who?
Ethan Van Sciver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna get a royalty check because of this again.
Hundreds of thousands of other super beings on the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
I'm Batman.
The only thing I like about this Batman is his fighting style. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm not sold on the Batflick thing.
On the what?
On the
I
Batflick
think so.
thing.
He's
Sparkling
decent.
vampire Batman.
He could be way, way worse, but at least he's trying. I give him that.
No, I mean, of course he's no Michael Keaton or he's not no Christian Bale, but he's no Batman either. So we have here. There's a chance that this Justice League could make Batman v Superman much better, considering Snyder's past idea plans. Yeah, maybe.
The best Batman is Michael Keaton. Yeah.
And he's coming back as Batman, by the way, for the
Yeah,
Flash.
Flashpoint.
He dicho.
Jezebel says, "I'm looking forward to the Snyder Cut being a better version. We'll see."
Yeah, it looks fun, man. I mean, it's the first one. I had a bad time watching it because I was like half asleep. But yeah, this one looks pretty decent.
I have a theory about the first one that we don't was like a dormant agent or was paid by Marvel to actively try and sabotage the movie.
Oh, those
Okay.
those conspiracy theories.
That's my personal theory. I don't know if somebody has posted on the internet, but I believe
Those,
I believe
those theories from Marvelitas and DC fanboys
Yeah.
and all that shit.
The ones that I'm sure are pretty pissed off right now is those who say, "Oh, the Snyder Cut doesn't exist," and now that it exists, oh, you pay attention to all these incels or those cisheads idiots.
If it makes a lot of money, like why the hell not? They would be dumb not to do it. Like with the Sonic thing, like they listen to the incels, but it became a great movie. So why would they not do it? That doesn't. They would be dumb not to listen to the fans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You look at how the Sonic movie was kind of being.
I was going to get back to Sonic 2. I think this year a lot of people in Hollywood saw the Sonic thing and said, "Wow, who could have tell that listening to fans will make money?"
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
And all those people, hey, Smelling, what's up? And all those people, don't listen to those entitled fans and don't listen to them. Fuck off. You're not gonna watch the movie, so shut up.
You're not going to pay for the movie.
They have no money to do it, anyways. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
They don't have money.
They have no money to do it. But yeah, I mean, this has been definitely a fun stream. Let's look at the campaign that we're looking at one more time. And by the way, actually, before I do that, I know that Sim wanted to show Tales from the Natverse, which is going to be launching soon. I hope. And so find out what happened leading into the events of the all-new Nat the Merc. Number one, that began in 2012. All right, so he was telling us to check out the trailer, voiced over by Red Gaze, CG Finest Red Gaze, and let's watch the video real quick.
Let's go.
I love that final animation. That was wonderful.
Yeah, it was cool.
Really damn good.
That was.
I gotta say, like the voiceover in this one was yeah, Red Gaze really went overboard for this one.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I know.
No, the video is amazing and the sound and everything. But someone said something about a voiceover, like, and I was waiting for his voice. I was like, hey, wait, where's his voice?
I know. That's what I read too, but I could have been, I don't know. I got confused, I guess. But yeah, best voiceover in CG, hands down. It's more punk than the punk itself. Yeah, great choice in music, by the way. So what he's explaining is that he did the video, so he didn't voice it.
Okay.
He did the video.
The voiceover is not done yet, so yeah.
Very well put together video, and I love the animation in the end. By the way, I loved it. So yeah, that's Tales from the Natverse. Do subscribe to the mailing list if you haven't done so already. Our brother Sim, he is one of the best in CG without a doubt. And then I have a comment here from Red Gaze that I'm gonna show soon for David, directed at David, saying that "Calm your tits." Voiceover is coming soon.
Patient, David, patient.
Do wait for that. All right, guys. So if you're just joining us right now and you want to watch this on the replay, we were discussing throughout this whole time Undead Border Escape or Die by the team of professional comic book writers and artists out of the El Paso border with Mexico, 656 Comics. So one more time, guys, give us the pitch for Undead Border Escape or Die before we play the trailer one last time.
Sure. Undead Border Escape or Die, a ragtag team of teenagers must unite and traverse a zombie-filled apocalyptic borderland in order to escape the remnants of drug cartels, a soul-wielding maniac, and of course the living dead hungry for their flesh. And the only option that they have is to escape or die.
Wonderful, man. Good job. And they have a $3,000 goal. They're more than halfway there. So definitely do help them get that push. They have 21 days left. They have a fixed goal. Let's help them get there. Let's watch the trailer one more time before I say goodbye. So I want to say thank you to the panel. Thank you to everyone who watched it. Thank you to everyone who commented. Very, very active chat on today's live stream as well. So again, thank you everyone who joined us, and let's watch the trailer one last time before we go.
In 2006, 656 Comics unleashed Infestacion. It became the only Latino zombie comic of its time. Now, 656 Comics brings us the most intensely shocking graphic novel experience of all time. Undead Border. Escape or die. The border is overrun by the living dead, and the only option is to escape or die. 656 Comics brings back